In today's dating world, things have changed. Women aren't just looking for any man, they're looking for a man who knows who he is, respects himself, and brings something real to the table. So how do you become that man? How do you stand out from the crowd, get her attention, and more importantly, make her want to pursue you? The answer isn't about being fake or trying to impress her with over-the-top gestures. You don't need to transform into someone you're not. In fact, that's exactly what not to do. Instead, the key is to develop your natural strengths, your confidence, your emotional control, your purpose, and present those qualities with authenticity. In this video, we're drawing on the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, an ancient school of thought that teaches us how to live with purpose, strength, and emotional discipline. We'll show you how to apply these ideas to dating and relationships in a way that not only gets her attention, but keeps it. You'll learn how to become the kind of man who doesn't chase, doesn't beg, and doesn't need validation, because he already knows his worth. Stick around as we break down 10 powerful tips to help you attract women naturally, build meaningful relationships, and carry yourself with quiet strength and clarity. If this message resonates with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below telling us how Stoic wisdom has helped you in your love life. 1. Be the calm center of your own world. Women notice when a man is centered, when he walks into a room and isn't looking for approval, but instead carries himself like someone who already has everything he needs. That calm confidence is magnetic. On the flip side, when you come across as too eager, emotionally reactive, or overly dependent on her attention, it's a major turn-off. Why? Because it signals that your world revolves around her, and that's not attractive. Stoicism teaches us to control our emotions, not suppress them, but master them. When you meet a woman you're interested in, your instinct might be to flood her with attention, compliments, or affection. But doing this too early often backfires. It makes you look like you're trying too hard, like you don't have any other options, or worse, that your self-worth depends on her response. Instead, become the calm, collected center of your own universe. Stay busy with your goals. Keep doing what makes you happy. Whether that's going to the gym, hanging out with your boys, building your business, or practicing your guitar, do it for you. When she sees that you're not chasing her for validation, but rather living your life and inviting her to be a part of it, that's when the magic happens. Emotional control also means not reacting out of frustration. If she cancels plans or goes cold for a moment, don't panic, don't lash out, don't spiral, just stay steady. That kind of emotional resilience makes her feel safe and makes you look like a man who's got his life under control. 2. Stay true to your values. If you want to be truly attractive, not just for a moment but in a way that lasts, you have to stand for something. Women are drawn to men who live with purpose. And Stoic men don't just talk about values, they live them. That means being consistent in your behavior, staying grounded in your principles, and refusing to compromise on what matters to you. You don't win a woman over by becoming available 24/7 or dropping everything in your life the moment she texts. That's not love, it's desperation. Instead, show her that you're building something meaningful. Prioritize your personal goals, your fitness, your career, your passions. Be a man on a mission. That doesn't mean ignoring her. It means making her a part of your life, not the center of it. Think of it this way. Women are naturally drawn to strong, capable men who have direction. If you're always available, she might wonder if you're really serious about anything at all. But when you're selective with your time and energy, while still being kind and present, she sees that her place in your life is earned, not assumed. Living your values also means not bending to please her. If honesty, loyalty, or integrity are important to you, don't betray them for short-term approval. People respect consistency. And when she sees that you're a man who means what he says and follows through with actions, she'll admire and respect you more. At the end of the day, women aren't just looking for a boyfriend, they're looking for a man they can believe in. Be that man by living your values every single day. 3. Stop performing. Start being. One of the most common mistakes men make in dating is constantly looking for signs that the woman likes them. They turn the date into a performance, thinking if they just say the right thing or make her laugh enough, she'll give them the validation they crave. But here's the truth. You don't need to entertain her. You need to be real. When you start seeking approval, you give away your power. You become reactive instead of grounded. Stoicism reminds us that true peace comes from within, not from applause, attention, or compliments. So stop trying to win her over by agreeing with everything she says or cracking jokes non-stop. That's not confidence, it's insecurity in disguise. Instead, focus on being the man you already are. Be present, be interested, and be engaged. But never lose yourself in the process. If something she says doesn't align with your views, don't be afraid to disagree, respectfully. You'll be surprised how much more attractive you become when you're authentic. Confidence is quiet. It's not about trying to impress, it's about being comfortable in your skin and not needing constant reassurance. When a woman sees that you're not trying to be someone you're not, she can trust that what you say and do is real. Live your life in a way that excites you. Develop hobbies, build friendships, chase goals that matter to you. This gives you a strong sense of self, and that grounded energy is extremely attractive. Remember, women are not looking for a performer. They're looking for a partner. Be someone who respects himself enough not to seek approval, and she'll naturally start to seek you. 4. Believe you are the prize. If there's one mindset shift that can transform your entire dating life, it's this. You are the prize. Not in an arrogant or cocky way, but in the way that says, I know my worth. When you carry yourself like a man who belongs in any room, people notice, women notice. Stoicism teaches us that external opinions don't define us. What defines us is our own view of our character, our values, and our purpose. That's where real self-confidence comes from, not from how many likes you get or how many women respond to your texts. When you stop chasing external validation, you become centered, unshakable, and incredibly attractive. Let's say you're walking into a party. One guy walks in trying to impress everyone, loud, flashy, over the top. Another guy walks in calm, grounded, and focused on enjoying himself. Who do you think people are drawn to? The man who doesn't need attention to feel good. That's the guy who gets respect, and often the girl. When you trust in your own worth, rejection doesn't shake you. Ghosting doesn't make you question yourself, and silence doesn't make you desperate. You understand that not everyone will see your value, and that's okay, because you see it, and eventually the right woman will too. Confidence isn't about being the loudest or the flashiest. It's about walking through life with the quiet certainty that you are enough. When you believe that, really believe that, you won't have to chase women. They'll find themselves wanting to get closer to you. 5. Practice daily discipline. You can't expect to master your emotions or your mindset if your life is in chaos. Discipline is where confidence is born. When you consistently do the hard things, waking up early, hitting the gym, sticking to your goals, you build trust with yourself. And that trust creates quiet, unshakable confidence. Women are naturally drawn to men who have structure in their lives. It signals that you're not waiting around for someone to save you or entertain you. You're building your life. Whether it's your fitness, finances, or mental clarity, daily discipline sharpens you into the kind of man who's respected and remembered. She'll notice when you say you're going to do something and actually do it. 6. Speak less, mean more. The strongest men don't need to say much. They let their presence speak. In a world full of noise, a man who speaks with purpose stands out. Don't fill silences with nervous chatter. Don't explain yourself to gain approval. Speak only when there's something worth saying. And when you do, be clear and direct. This doesn't mean being cold or distant. It means choosing your words like a sharp sword, precise and powerful. Women pay attention to this. It shows emotional control and strength. When your words carry weight, people listen, and she'll feel it too. 7. Be comfortable with solitude. A man who can enjoy his own company is dangerous, in the best way. He's not desperate, he's not chasing validation, he's whole. And ironically, that wholeness makes women want to be around him more. Solitude isn't about being a loner. It's about being selective with your energy. You don't need to be constantly surrounded by people to feel valued. You use your alone time to reflect, grow, and stay grounded. When you do this, you stop chasing women, and they start chasing you. 8. Don't try to impress her, impress yourself. Trying to impress a woman often backfires. It comes off as needy. But when you live in a way that you admire, when you're proud of the choices you make, the goals you chase, and the standards you uphold, people can't help but notice. This mindset flips the power dynamic. Instead of wondering, does she like me? Ask, do I like who I am becoming? That question will guide you toward actions that make you attractive without trying. When you impress yourself daily, you'll naturally impress the right women. 9. Use rejection as fuel. Rejection is part of the game, but how you respond to it defines you. Most guys take it personally. They feel defeated. But if you're Stoic, you understand that rejection is feedback. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's a chance to improve or redirect. Let it fuel your self-mastery. Let it push you to level up. The man who embraces rejection without losing composure is a rare breed. And guess what? That energy is powerful. When you don't flinch at rejection, it signals strength, and women sense that strength. 10. Your energy is the real game changer. At the end of the day, it's not about looks, money, or status. It's your energy that draws people in. Calm, certain, grounded. That kind of masculine energy makes her feel safe and intrigued at the same time. When you walk into a room, what do you radiate? Desperation or purpose? Women are emotional creatures. They feel your vibe before they even hear your words. So if you carry yourself like a man who's fulfilled, focused, and free from needing approval, she'll feel that. And she won't be able to resist it. So here's the truth, my friend. Attraction isn't about chasing, convincing, or performing. It's about becoming. Becoming the kind of man who doesn't need validation, because he validates himself. The man who commands respect without demanding it. The man who can walk away, not out of pride, but out of power. Everything we just talked about, emotional control, discipline, solitude, purpose, these aren't tricks. They're foundations. You don't build them to win her over. You build them to win yourself back. And once you do, that's when the game changes. That's when the right women start to see you, not just as an option, but as the man they want to chase. So stop asking how to impress her. Start asking how to become the version of you that doesn't have to try. If you got value from this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more real talk on dating, mindset, and self-mastery. Drop a comment and let me know which of these traits hit the hardest for you. Until next time, stay grounded, stay sharp, and remember, you are the prize.